Well, needless to say, businesses have had to face some tough choices as they try to ride out this pandemic.
Right now, many are welcoming any sign of reopening, as are those who are trying to get their new businesses off the ground. Andy Hellinger is in retail real estate development. He is a co-founder and principal of Urban X Group in Coral Gables. Now, your company is on the verge of opening up a 2.2 million square foot mixed use space. How concerned are your retailers, and what challenges are they considering when they might open?
Well, they all have different degrees of concern because some are in the food business, like public supermarkets, some are in the restaurant business, some are in the soft good retail, like a Ross at TJ's, Burlington stores, etc. And each of them have their own concerns with the customers coming into their site. We were just planning for opening when this hit, and right now we're planning for a late July, early August public supermarket opening as a key supplier to the community around our project, and also as a key employer as people are still stuck in their homes. The other retailers, we think that it's going to be more likely that they'll plan a fall opening, but again, all that depends upon how the COVID pandemic rises and falls in the next few months.
Andy, it's great to talk to you. You mentioned Publix. There's one business that has actually done well because people still need groceries. Do you see that the retail may change the model of having a Target department store, a department store that's the anchor, especially when we see this news? For example, Nordstrom is going to close stores around the country, and they're going to close the store in Dadeland. Do you think maybe the anchor store might be a Publix supermarket, for example?
Well, that's certainly possible. The fact is that we're in South Florida. Just take our South Florida. Nordstrom's announcing its closing. We have been up until this point, this community, a consumer community. We buy more than we save. And so retailers were in the habit of opening every 3 to 5 miles. So you can see a Nordstrom's in Merrick Park in Coral Gables, and then it's opened again in Dadeland. That's protecting its market share. Those realities, coupled with our new COVID reality and your online shopping, have made it where the retailers may not need to be in that, have that same mentality. The retailers that we're putting into River Landing, the TJ Maxx's, the Ross stores, the Burlington stores, they're the discount shoppers that are selling things at a discount you only find if you're actually going in the store. And so we'll help and work with our retailers to develop a safe way for them to open and safe way to get the customers in and out of their store with whatever the government guidelines are. But to the extent that your retailer is one where you have to be in the store to find that one find, that discounted find, is something that catches your eye. That's that retail therapy. Human beings, consumers, have always been going to the market, going back thousands of years. That's not going to change. But the amount of retail stores that were opened, at least in our market, so close together demographically, that certainly may change and has become a reality of whether they're needed.
And Andy, the reality is that a lot of these businesses will have to go the extra mile to keep these shoppers safe, but also to make them feel safe. As you mentioned, people just want to get out of the house for the experience. But what can they do to make shoppers know that they're doing everything they can?
That's going to be an issue of marketing and signage, property owners making sure the message gets out. We're building really an outdoor venue. It's intended to be a place where people come and congregate, where they hang out, they enjoy life on the Miami River, as it was back in the days of Henry Flagler. And so we'll come up with ways over the next 12 to 18 months that keep people safe, and I'm sure that other developers will be doing the same thing.
Well, some of us like going to the store, like touching what we're going to buy and trying it on. Andy Hellinger, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.